Well, 5 years ago, last May, 2 days of heavy rain caused the Edenville Dam in mid-Michigan, north of Midland, to fail. Water rushed downstream to the Sanford Dam, and it too failed. Homes and businesses in the town of Sanford were flooded. Thousands of people were evacuated, and 2 large lakes created by the dams were drained in what many called a catastrophe. So you might think that 5 years later, the dangerous dam problem would be fixed, but it isn't. In fact, according to the state, there are a handful of dangerous dams right now, right here in West Michigan.
A lot of our dams in Michigan were built in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and you have a useful lifespan of 50, 60, 70 years on those dams. So they're starting to butt up against the end of life.
The Portage Plant Dam in the city of Three Rivers has been on EGLE's list of dams in poor condition for several years.
It would follow this area.
According to Thomas Horak, the EGLE engineer in charge of dam safety in West Michigan, a dam rated in poor condition is a dam that could fail.
Essentially, it means that there are deficiencies that put the dam at risk under conditions that could reasonably happen.
EGLE uses a second rating system that measures potential hazards if a dam were to fail. The scale goes from low to significant to high hazard. A high hazard dam means failure could result in the loss of life.
The Portage Plant Dam is one of just 6 in West Michigan that EGLE says are in poor condition with a high hazard potential. 3 of them are in Allegan County, 1 in Newaygo County, 1 in St. Joseph County, and 1 is in Kalamazoo County.
5 years ago, EGLE cited deteriorating concrete and a lack of maintenance as contributing to the Portage Plant Dam's poor rating. An inspection of the dam last December by a private engineering firm concluded, quote, "The dam is structurally in poor condition with many significant problems identified."
I believe there's a hydraulic capacity issue with some other, seepage issue along the spillway, general deteriorating concrete, kind of a conglomerate that leads to it being in poor condition.
$100,000 has been earmarked in a state grant for a study to determine whether to fix the dam or replace it. The money is coming from funding provided by the legislature a few years ago in the wake of the Edenville Dam disaster. But Mason Manuszak, who was in charge of the EGLE grant program, says a recent transfer of ownership of the dam property means the grant is on hold, and that means nothing is being done. Which is frustrating to Three Rivers Mayor Tom Lowry, who says the city is caught between the dam's private owner and EGLE, which can't force the owner to make the changes.
We're kind of stuck in the middle because it's the property owner's responsibility to either remediate that dam or to remove it.
Mayor Lowry says he's not only concerned for his constituents living near the dam, but also for his neighbors downstream.
If there was a catastrophic let loose, it'll affect us and our residents, but also downstream. Constantine is the next one down there.
The lack of action is also frustrating property owners living near the dam, like Denny Parker, who has lived here for nearly 60 years.
So everybody's just kicking the can down the road and nothing's been repaired on it, and it doesn't get cheaper.
So what happens next? Well, as of tonight, there is some uncertainty about who actually owns the dam. EGLE engineer Manuszak tells me that he's been trying to contact the new owner to move forward with the grant, but so far, no luck. And he says if he's not able to make contact soon, that grant money may go to another project. Now, meanwhile, another dam on the list of dangerous dams, the Sunset Lake Dam in Vicksburg, which is 175 years old, is scheduled to be replaced next year. And according to the Kalamazoo County Drain Commissioner's office, it will cost nearly $3.5 million to replace that dam. I'm going to continue following what's happening with the Portage Plant Dam, and I'll have updates if and when there are any new developments. And you can also find a list of the 6 dangerous dams in West Michigan on this story on our website, WWMT.com.